Hi guys, welcome to Simply Scuba. Here we have the XDEEP NX Project Wing. So this is a fantastic donut style bladder. This is mainly for twin cylinders. You've got about 52 pounds of lift, which is about 23 kilos of buoyancy in this. It's similar, but it's got little tweaks all over it that makes it just that little bit nicer than a traditional style sort of wing, and I'll show you those in this video. So if I start at the top, the main difference is the inflator. So laying it down, okay, so your inflator sits first of all in the center. So this is perfect for twin set diving because you've got plenty of space and sort of open space for your cylinder valves, makes it easier to do shutdown drills. But what you'll notice is that this doesn't have a 90-degree elbow. The corrugated hose attaches directly to the bladder. So this means that there's fewer failure points. There's less sort of big bulky sort of manifold sort of up in here, and so more real estate and actually a better airflow in and out of the wings. You don't have to worry about it sort of getting trapped anywhere. Up at the top of the wing you have a smaller volume up here. So this is great for two reasons. One, when you're in the water, it's going to hold you nice and trim because most of the buoyancy comes down here, down the sides, more towards like the small of your back. So you've got less buoyancy up around your shoulders, so you're going to stay nice and horizontal. When you're on the surface, when you're inflated, again, all the buoyancy is down sort of below the water, so it's going to hold you more upright. You've not got any sort of buoyancy up around here, so it's not going to push your face downwards, so it's much more comfortable when you're on the surface. The donut design just allows for airflow to move very freely around the wing. So again, you're not going to get trapped sort of sections. Down on your left-hand kidney, you've got an overpressure valve, dump valve as well. Comes with a nice long leash, but you can shorten that if you want it shorter. The dead zone, if I spin it around, you can see the dead zone a bit easier. So below the inflator, so in this dead zone, it's much smaller than a traditional sort of bladder design. So they're using a lot of this dead space to make the wing more compact while still maintaining the same amount of lift. About 52 pounds of lift is plenty, especially for twin cylinders. It means that you haven't got quite as much sort of size to it. It's much more compact, it's nice and neat. And when it's sort of inflated or even deflated, most of the buoyancy sort of sits underneath your cylinders as well. So this is a external shell. This is a very protective abrasion resistant material. On the inside you have a separate bladder which itself is abrasion resistant. I think it's about 440 denier or the internal bladder itself. So even if you rip the external bladder on something, or the external shell I should say on something, that internal shell or the internal bladder is going to stay safe. But if you do, you can separate it, you can access it, you can patch it if you need to, or you can swap it out completely and replace it. You have the usual attachment points down the spine. You've got 6, you've got 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom. So wherever your twinning bolts end up, they're going to fit in one of those configurations. And the inflator itself is a very traditional K-style inflator. Great big button to inflate, and the traditional button on the tip to deflate, and of course Orin inflation. So all in all, a fantastic donut style wing, great for twin cylinders. Small little tweaks for the shape and the style of the bladder just make it that much more practical, makes it nice and compact while still maintaining the same amount of lift, and of course it's nice and tough with that external shell. This is the XDEEP NX Project Wing. Thanks for watching and safe diving.
We are an online dive store serving the UK and the world for all your diving equipment needs. So why not visit us at simplyscuba.com or click the box on your screen.